Hi, I'm Dr. Debbie Lynes and welcome to Lynes on Design. It is not often I can say that I am absolutely thrilled to be with an old friend. Not that we're old, Pat Worth is here, and we're here at Habitat for Humanity. And it is an absolute joy for me to be here. I have had the honor of watching Habitat grow and explode. It is an incredible program. Talk to us, Pat, a little bit about your role and what we're doing here today.
Well, it is amazing how well the affiliate has done, and it's thanks to the support of the community. Everyone has been wonderful. We're celebrating our 25th year in operation on Hilton Head. We are soon to begin our 100th house.
100th house?
100th house, so that's 100 families living in a simple, decent place.
Talk to me a little bit about the way that Habitat works, because I know when we drove in, the homes that are here have sponsors and homeowners, that there's signage. It's really amazing.
Absolutely. Well, each house has a sponsor, and that sponsor, for the most part, is responsible for raising the funding. That's always the case.
Okay.
And then sending out volunteers to help us build. And right now we're standing in a house that All Saints Church is building. They raised the money and the volunteers are building the house. And we've done that 100 times over.
Well, and I'll tell you what, the volunteers are phenomenal and they're working their buns off. They look great because they've all got their t-shirts on and hammers. How do you get all the tools?
The tools come to us in a variety of ways. We've bought some over the years, but mostly they're donated. Individuals say, you know, I don't need this anymore, would you like it? Or they bring them out for the day and work, but we've got a good number of tools and it gets the job done always.
One of the things that I've always wondered about Habitat, I think many of us think we understand how it works. Can you talk to us a little bit about how Habitat for Humanity actually works and what your needs are?
Absolutely. Well, basically, we offer a hand up, not a handout.
Okay.
And
I like that.
That's the secret to success, is helping people help themselves. So basically, we ask people 3 questions when they need a house.
Okay.
Do you need a simple place to live, a simple, decent place to live? Can you pay a mortgage? Because these houses are not given away.
Okay.
And are you willing to partner? Well, needing a simple, decent place to live is pretty self-evident when you go to visit people, and we make a home visit for every family that comes into the program. Can you pay a mortgage? We sell our 3-bedroom houses for $67,000, including the land. And the reason we're able to do that is because, for example, the land we're on here at the Glen was donated to us by the town of Hilton Head. So the land was donated. We had to do the land prep and the infrastructure, but we got donations for that. And then, can you pay the mortgage? The mortgage payment on these houses is about $500 a month.
Wow, perfect.
The reason it's so inexpensive is that we hold the mortgage and we hold it at 0% interest.
Okay.
So our families are paying principal, taxes, insurance, and pest control.
Okay, pest control, exactly.
Interest is missing. So it means that folks live in these houses for 30 years, they pay off the mortgages, and they're able to afford it. So folks who make this island the wonderful place that it is are able to afford a house, which is really what we think should be. Also, all the home buyers the home buyers have to do sweat equity.
Okay.
So that means if there are 2 adults in the family, you do 300 hours building your own house and your neighbor's house.
Okay.
And if you are that's if they're a single person. If there are 2 adults in the family, they do 400 hours of sweat equity.
Are there templates for the house? In other words, is there a plan that you sort of follow that can be modified?
Yeah, we don't do much in the way of modification. They're either 3 bedrooms or 4 bedrooms.
Okay.
A bath and a half in the 3-bedroom, 2 baths in the 4-bedroom. And it depends on family size.
How can we as members of the community help? Because obviously the town donated this land, which, by the way, if you haven't been on Marshland Road and come up to see this, it is gorgeous. I mean, it's beautiful. Looking out back,
the land is beautiful and the houses look good.
What do you need and how can we help participate?
We need help from the community. For example, we're going to do a women's build soon.
Oh.
So women, we girls, are going to go out and build a house. We've done it 5 times before this, and we're going to do it 1 more time.
Okay.
Women in Philanthropy just gave us $50,000. Wonderful.
Okay.
Largest grant they've ever made. We're going to start that house in the fall, get it built for a single mom.
Okay.
Very appropriate. We need volunteers to come out and help us. It doesn't matter whether you've ever built anything in your life.
Okay, it doesn't. We've got people who can help.
We will teach you.
What about things like appliances or beautiful furniture, things like that?
Well, appliances, fortunately, for every Habitat house that's built in the United States, which is many every year, Whirlpool gives us the appliances. Brand new appliances free from Whirlpool. So folks, if you're shopping, there's a little hint for you. Whirlpool gives us all the appliances for Habitat houses, which is remarkable. They're all new, they're all wonderful, and they deliver them here and we install them. So appliances are taken care of. We also give every home buying family a gift certificate to our thrift store. Oh. So they can go to the thrift store, and it won't do their whole house, but it depends on what they need.
Well, if you haven't been to the thrift store, we've got to do that one day. Boy, I can hear the construction now. It's awesome. But if you haven't been to the thrift store, it's definitely worth going to. There's great loot is really what it is.
There really
great
is.
Stuff.
We're so fortunate. People are so generous to us. They're always thinking, well, if they're upgrading, they call us, we come and get it. We also go in, if somebody's putting a new kitchen in, we'll take the old kitchen out at no expense. We'll give them a receipt for a tax donation, and then we'll bring the cabinets back to the store and sell them. And they're a hot item. They go all the time.
I'll tell you what, so you said you've got 5 houses going right now?
We have 5 houses going right now.
And
we have 5 finished.
What are the goals, short-term goals and then long-term goals for the Low Country Habitat here?
Well, we have 16 houses planned for phase 1.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, we do. So we've got 10 that are under construction or done at some level. We have 6 more that we need help building and funding. They're all at least partially funded, but we always need a little bit more money to get it done.
Absolutely.
So there's that. And then we have phase 2, which will have at least that many houses again. Another 16 to 18 houses. And that, thanks to the town of Hilton Head, incredibly generous of the town to give us this land.
How long does it typically take to build a house? And do you have any idea how many actual volunteers it takes to build a house?
We have those statistics. It depends on whether you're talking about all different volunteers or the same people coming. It takes hundreds of volunteers. And it also depends on the skill level. Some people know a whole lot about building houses and some people don't. So that number varies. And it takes about 4 months depending on how hot it is or how much it rains.
Now what about finish work? Things like painting, all of that. Is it turnkey literally when someone comes in?
Absolutely, when someone comes in. Now keep in mind that they've done 100 hours on their own house as well, the people who live here.
True.
So they not only know how to paint and how to hammer and do those things, but they know how to repair things. We teach that. So if something breaks in your house, now obviously if your AC goes, you need an AC man.
Absolutely.
But if it's something small, people can take care of it themselves, and that's a wonderful help.
You know, I know these are sort of these nebulous questions that we always wonder about, but I can only imagine how empowered families feel. I know I would if I had contributed to my own home. What is your experience with people who have kind of gone into this blindly, if you will? People
have done an absolutely remarkable job, and I'll use 2 examples. We have one family where the granddaughter of the homeowner is a Bill Gates Millennial Scholar. She applied for that, graduating from high school. She got it, and she's in college on a full ride. Thank you, Bill and Melinda Gates.
Yes.
We have another homeowner whose daughter graduated from Winthrop University in May and is off to medical school this fall. That's remarkable. This is a family that needed help buying a house, and look at what happened to them. They were so empowered, and their kids watched their parents do this, and they said, well, if mom and dad can build a house for themselves, what can I do?
Exactly.
What are my limits? And for the most part, the kids say, well, maybe I don't have any limits. Maybe I can go as far as I'd like.
You guys, for people out there who might be interested in a Habitat house, what can they do, Pat? How do they come to you? Criteria? Is there anything that they need to know?
There is criteria. We say that we build for folks who need a simple, decent place to live.
Okay.
So folks who are working in the service industries, in landscaping and a variety of things where they might not be able to have a house normally because of income restrictions, might be able to get one with us. We say we need reasonable credit. Sure. We understand if there's been an issue, but we need reasonable credit. We need people to come to 20 hours of classes on home ownership. 20 hours. And
I wish I could do that. I think we all could benefit.
Absolutely. Everybody should do that when they first buy a house. So they have to do that. And we say that people have to earn a minimum of about $20,000 a year. For a family of 4, they probably need to earn no more than $40,000 a year to qualify.
Let me ask you a question, because we've only got about 30 seconds left, and I really would love to invite us, myself and all you all, back. Can we at some point come back as houses get in different stages and see a finished product?
Absolutely. And the final reward is to come to a dedication the day the house is done and we turn it over to the family.
Oh, I think we should do that.
I think so too.
you have to understand, dear friend, some friends are silver and some are gold. It is
that's
terrific
nice.
to
Thank
see
you,
you
Debbie.
again.
Thank
We want to
you.
thank all of you for joining us. Stay with us. There's more to come here on Lynes on Design.